production. Milk production is most important food, and most of the people they are consuming around the world. And not only directly milk and milk products also we are using very randomly around the world, right? So that we can say the milk is most important and proteinous food also, and majority of the people are suggesting to eat the milk products, like calcium rich substances are present in the milk, so that milk production is most important around the world, right? Here it is. Now when you see that the milk production in India, the milk production, usually we are getting the milk from the different animals, and majority of the milk we are obtaining from cows, and cow milk are mostly using in India comparatively any other animals. So that in the pie chart you can easily understand that the majority of the milk production is from the cows only, and followed by the second place occupied by the buffalo milk occupying the second place, right? And the latter, the small place is occupied, of course it's the third place occupied by the goat milk, camel milk and donkey milk also, right? The further for different purposes the people are using these three milks also. But however, in India the majority of the milk production from the cows only, right? Here it is a milk production and need to be increased, because we know that the population is increasing like anything nowadays, right? Since 30-40 years the population is growing like anything, that so to meet the demands of the people, to supply the sufficient quantity of the milk to all the people, we need to increase the production of milk, right? So that what we have done, and first of all we see that what the traditional varieties of the cows and buffaloes and how much milk they are producing. See this traditional varieties of cows and buffaloes in ancient time, generally they are giving 2 to 5 liters of milk. 2 to 5 liters of milk. So this traditional variety is giving the 2 liters to 5 liters in a day is not so sufficient to give the all the people, right? And the best kind of organisms present here is a murra, is a buffalo, is having the 8 liters of milk per day. 8 liters of milk per day. This is the best ever in India actually. Comparatively the other traditional varieties in India, murra is the best traditional variety which gives 8 liters of milk per a day. But it is not sufficient for us. Just to see that some other traditional varieties also we are having. One is the Haryana, Nagpuri and Jafrabad. These are the three traditional varieties of cows and buffaloes which are having the milk. Comparatively others they are giving little more, but that is also not so sufficient for meet the demands of people. So two foreign varieties we have considered. One is the Jersey, belongs to the England, and the Holstein belongs to Denmark. So these two varieties are, when you see that the milk production, every day nearly 25 liters of milk they are producing, right? So you can imagine that how much difference. Here they are 5 liters and the foreign varieties are giving 25 liters, almost 20 liters differences we can find. So we had a thought that to increase the milk production, we need to crossbreed with the Jersey and Holstein. The local native varieties are crossbreeded, and the next production of cows and buffaloes, they increase the production of milk. That's nothing but 20 to 80 liters. Actually the Jersey is giving, Murra is giving only 80 liters. Whenever it got crossbreeded with the foreign varieties, we have increased the milk production from 8 liters to 20 liters. Right? And directly we cannot use that complete milk as for drinking or other purposes. 80% of the milk we are using to producing the milk products, like a curd or cheese or butter, right? Some other purposes, cheese. So whatever it is, the total milk production of 100%, 80% of the milk we are using to produce the milk products. Later, we can see that the milk is need to be preserved properly. Need to preserve properly, then only we can supply to all the people, right? So how to preserve the milk, right? Mr. Louis Pasteur, he invented a method that pasteurization, right? He used this pasteurization method not for the milk actually, he used this method for wine production, wine preservation of the wine. But we are using this pasteurization method for milk also, right? So to preserve the milk properly for long time purposes, we are using this technique, the pasteurization. That's nothing but milk can be heated up to 72 degrees. Milk can be heated up to 72 degrees, and later that can be cooled to the room temperature or more less temperature, nearly 10 degrees Celsius, and immediately it can be packed. So whenever they packed by reducing temperature, it can be preserved for long time purposes. Right? In the villages we are knowing that milk collection, and people those are having the cows and buffaloes. Some people they are directly selling milk to the houses, and some people they are selling this milk to the milk collection centers. So whatever the milk they are collected from their cows and buffaloes, they can be sold to the milk collection centers. Later, this milk collection centers, what they are doing, right? They are following the pasteurization method and they are preserving the milk, and they can sell in the market like different brands are there nowadays, right? So such kind of things are doing in the milk chilling centers, and this is what generally the important milk production.